Ah, I wish I knew the actual words. Hello, everyone. Happy, happy, happy. Financial Lit Tuesday. I'm feeling a little today, so I won't make this live too long. I'm still recovering from my car accident on last Thursday, so um, I'm a little halfway. I'm not 100%. Per usual, I'm getting this. Why isn't it popping up for me? I'm getting this popped up on the Instagram, so I could go ahead and go live on both. Today is our Q&A session, so it should be pretty good. I got a couple of questions in today, but not too many. So, like I said, it shouldn't be too long, but it's going to be a good time regardless. All right, and here we go. Maybe having to do the most. Okay, there we go. I can't wait until um Instagram, get better at this and connect with where you can just go live on both platforms at the same time. Like, why don't they have that yet? But yes, thank you for joining in. Hello. Hey, One Bridge, maybe Autumn. Autumn or Luke, but I'm pushing towards Autumn. So glad to have you on tonight with me. Shout out to One Bridge. Super excited for One Bridge's grand opening coming up soon. So if you haven't heard about One Bridge yet, if you don't follow them, follow One Bridge Connect on Facebook and Instagram. Yes, I don't want to spoil all the goods, but it's big. And they do have vending opportunities, so make sure you get with One Bridge. So today, and of course, per usual, if you do have any questions, if you were like, oh shoot, I didn't submit my question, it's okay. You can go ahead and shoot your question to me if you have any questions, of course, and be like and while on the live. But I will go ahead and answer the few that I have, and then of course let y'all know what Grandpa have in store for y'all. So for starters, we do have two events. Hey Autumn, we do have two events coming up in October, and that is our business. That what to do as far as like owning a business. We're going to go over the financial, the operations, your internal controls. We're going over taxes, marketing, we're going over life and work balance, because as a business owner it does get stressful, and in the beginning of your startup you're running so many hours starting up your company, so a lot of the times it can be very stressful. So really finding how or figuring out how to better manage your time so that you have that life work balance. So we got Coach Michelle hopping in with us and Autumn Redding from ADQM Solutions. Is going to be awesome. And then the second class on the 17th of October is a business credit course. So for all those out there that are like, what is business credit? How do I build it? What do I do? Make sure that you enroll in this class. If you have anyone that's a business owner, let them know, share the flyer, all that good stuff, because I get so many questions on a daily basis. And honestly, a one-on-one strategy session with me is $120, but the course is only one workshop is 45 and the other workshop is $60. Really, both of them combined is cheaper than sitting with me for an hour. But we're going to spend a couple of hours during the workshop going over all these key areas within business. Um, from building credit, like I said, to the taxes behind everything, the management as far as their finances go, the whole nine. So definitely make sure that you go on grandwebfinancial.com/wealth up so that you could get more information on the event and get your ticket. because it is gonna be awesome. And yes, so to go ahead and get us popping for today's topic, as far as questions that I got in. So one question I got in is it okay if I'm just making the minimum payment on my credit card, right? And as far as wealthing up, I'm always gonna give y'all, look, we wealthing up, okay? And wealth up guidelines say you have to pay more than the minimum balance, because what's happening is the credit card company is in business to make money, right? And what they're doing is they're saying, hey, here's a loan. So if you have a $10,000 credit limit, they said, here's a loan that you can that you can uh, accept for $10,000, but you're gonna have to give this amount of interest. Hey, Naima. Hey, Jalex. Hey, Abud. I don't want to annihilate this, but hello. um, but yes, they're like, hey, okay, as far as credit goes, like, we need to make our money. So what we're gonna do is, here's a loan that you can possibly use for $10,000, and on the other side of things, we will go ahead and collect 14%, 15%, 20% interest every year, based on what they collected monthly, but it's on an annual basis how they put the 20% so on that loan that we're giving you. So what you do when you pay the minimum balance is you're prolonging the time frame that it takes you to pay back the loan. And when you do that, you're paying a lot more in interest. So definitely make sure that you're paying more than the minimum balance on all your debt, whether it's credit card, car loan, mortgage. Make sure you're not just paying the minimum balance, because as far as like a mortgage, for example, an extra $200 a month you put into towards a mortgage could be a difference of changing you from paying your house for 30 years to maybe even 25 years over the course of time. So definitely make sure that you're paying more than just the minimum balance. And honestly, a long time ago, I used to think, people, they just don't have money. And that is a myth. You have money, okay? People have money. They just allocate it to the wrong things. Okay? So don't say, oh my gosh, I just don't have it. Hello, Gene P. Hello, Savannah. And don't say, I just don't have it. I don't have the money to put towards this and that. Ooh, things are tight. No, you're allocating your money towards the wrong things. So by doing that, you don't have money to put into the right things. People have money. They just put it in the wrong places. Okay? So if it's that extra $100 bill, $100 that you're putting towards that debt, do it. Get it done and configure your budget, because we got to make sure we're at that. Um, Gene P. I usually don't add people onto my lives, but if you do want to offer something to my audience in the future and do a live together in the future, that could be something that could be arranged. If you want to send us a DM, direct message. All right. Second question. So another thing, throughout this live, if you do have any questions, make sure you just drop it in the thing. This is a Q&A session, so I did want to make sure that I'm touching on any questions that people may have, um, without just like jumping in with a topic every single week. So this is just for you guys, you all, making sure that I hit on any questions that y'all might have. Um, I want to keep the credit questions kind of together. Um, Another one is, should I get a secured card? Um, so another thing about a secure card. So and just a little sidebar right here. So this is another reason why I made sure that I did the business credit course this soon as well, and to bring in wealth up sessions back, because let's talk Trump. All right, Edie, we're gonna talk Trump. So I want to make sure that I bring the wealth up sessions back and talk credit, because it is a big question. Like, I get so many credit questions. And I get so many business credit questions like, what do I do? How do I build it? What is business credit? I can have business credit and not even use my personal credit. Like, I can just use my business and have it do all the borrowing and lending for me. Like, yes, it's a thing. So, okay, back on what I was gonna say. The other thing on so that should I do a secured card? If you're looking to build like new credit, a secured card can be very good because you're basically putting the money that they allow you to loan on the card. So it's like a gift card almost, right? I'll use a gift card example. So gift card, you put $500 on the gift card. Now you can use the $500 on the gift card, but they say you can't. You don't want to use the entire amount, entire $500 on the gift card because what it does is like you just maxed out a credit card. That's what they say. So when you max out that credit card, it looks bad to the lender because they're like, "Whoa, are you gonna pay that back or no?" So you're basically lending your own money to yourself to show them that you are credit worthy. So yes, if you're building credit, definitely I would say a secured card is a good idea. Especially if it's hard for you to get um, um, your basic credit cards through the big banks. If they're not offering your credit card, then it's like, oh, maybe I should do a secured card first and then go into a credit card to build your credit. So as far as Trump go, um, yes, so that is a tax thing. Which look, and oh, okay, I thought it was storming outside. And I talk about tax. I've did a few lives on taxes, and really what happens is, hey Don. So what happened with Trump? He it's completely legal what he did. It's legal to not pay taxes in a certain way. It's not that he, didn't. Oh, did she say? Oh no. So it's not like he did something that was against the law, right? It's by the book. And how what happens is, say it's not. It doesn't mean when a CEO or somebody says, "Hey, I'm not going to take a paycheck. I am just going to work my business." That doesn't mean they're living in a shed and and they can't, they're driving. They're not driving, they're taking the city bus to work because they're not taking a paycheck from their business. I bet y'all know I'll be thirsty. I gotta stay hydrated in these streets. So yes, it's not like their expenses aren't being met. So what happens is, for example, the vehicle you're driving can be a company car. So if it's a company car, then it's a write-off, it's an expense. The vehicle you're driving is an expense. So the gas that's associated with the vehicle, you go to the gas station, whatever, the maintenance on the vehicle, everything associated with the vehicle, because it's a business vehicle, is now a company write-off, right? Another thing is, if I go out to lunch with a client, that meal is a write-off because I am doing business over lunch. Also, if I now people are working from home, right? My home um is not my whole house, right? But portions of my home is a tax write-off, right? So it's really making sure that one, you have a really great accountant or a tax professional, somebody that really knows what they're doing and knows tax law, and also making sure that you have the right documentation. A lot of times, and I mean, even with the business, some of the business owners that I represent, we are not properly documenting or keeping the receipts that will allow us to take these write-offs or even these tax credits. There are the list of tax credits are so long. Like, there's so many different credits that you can possibly take advantage of, especially if you're a business owner. Like, taxes, as far as not paying taxes, are for business owners. The middle working class and middle class literally pay the most in taxes because they're the nurses, they're the doctors, they are even your minimum wage working class people, whatever the case may be. They're paying a lot of their wages in taxes. Not really minimum wage people because they're not really in the tax bracket, But you have your working class and your middle class people that are paying the majority of the taxes, because there are the doctors and lawyers that are making six figures perhaps, or $90,000 a year, and they immediately take out 35% of their income that they receive for the year, because they don't have a business. They don't have a business that's allowing them to write off certain things. So what Trump does, he's like, you know what, don't even pay me for being the president, right? He's like, I don't need a paycheck for being president. But what he it does have is businesses under his repertoire. So he can still utilize those businesses to write off different expenses that he have that are business expenses, right? So making sure that we properly document, if you're a business owner, that you properly document, keep your receipts. If you need some guidance or how to do that, you can either book a strategy session with me or hop into the business workshop that I'm hosting on the 10th of October. Literally, like I said, it's $120 to sit down with me one on one. The workshop is $60. It's literally, I mean, it's literally a strategy session and a learning session put into one. And you have three other people with me that are going to give you pure gold for only $60, and that's half of what it would charge to just sit with me for an hour. So really making sure that you know a little bit of tax law, right? A little bit about, hey, what do I need to do with these receipts, or what type of credits can I qualify for throughout the year. I say this at the beginning of the year all the time. Like, if you go into into the year without a tax strategy, you already, I can almost guarantee you're overpaying in taxes. Like, because you didn't go into the year with a tax strategy. And when you go into the year without a tax strategy, you're gonna leave holes in your income. I mean, in your tax and your income, to allow for more taxes to be taken out, right? So just making sure that uh, we have, reinforcements when we're going into the year. And even if it's October basically right now, it is pretty, late into the year, but it doesn't mean it's too late. It's not too late to say, oh, shoot, let me book a tax strategy session and figure out what my taxes are going to look like next year when I actually go to file them, because you already let basically a whole year go by. If you're a high income roller, if you're making more than that, basically a low income poverty bracket, then you're paying a lot of taxes. And if you're a business owner and you're sending tens of thousands of dollars off in taxes, then we need to talk and figure out what are you doing and who's filing your taxes. So really making sure. So that's something that Trump took advantage of, as far as Amazon took advantage of. You have Amazon being a $1 trillion company, right? And we're gonna see what their taxes come out to next year. It's gonna be interesting. Uh, and yeah, definitely interested in seeing what comes out of that. This is a Q&A session. If y'all do have any questions while I'm speaking, definitely drop it in the comments and I will address your questions. Um, so excuse me. I want to put all the credit questions together and all the okay, credit utilization. So this person asks, what is the credit utilization ratio and what does that mean for them, right? So what it means is so what they say is it's the amount of credit that you actually utilized. I know I used the word and the meaning, whatever, but so if you're allotted $10,000 and you use $3,000, your credit utilization on that card is at 30%. So, and if that's the only thing on your credit, then your credit utilization is 30%, and you really want to keep it below 10%. Yes. Okay, that part. Um, and Okay, I got one as what's PMI? So PMI is your private mortgage insurance. And what happens is the bank says, look, you didn't put that much down on your house, but what we can do, because we want to make sure that you pay us our money, we're going to require you to pay a PMI so that we can get some insurance to ensure that we get our money back for selling you this house. So usually when you pay, when you put down less than 20% on the home, they put a PMI on the mortgage. So you're paying that every month. You can get rid of it if you like refinance, or even if the value of your home increased. There are different ways of getting rid of the PMI if you do have one. I do have different colleagues in the real estate business. So if that's something that you're looking to do, definitely let me know and I can put you into contact with them, and I so that they can assist you along the way. The other question. And let me know if you have any questions as well. This person said they have been trying to, stay on track with their budget, but they're finding it hard to stay on track with their budget. What are some tips that I can give as far as making sure that they stay on track with their budget and with budgeting? So, one that I can say is there are a lot of budgets out there. There are so many different things that people throw out there. Dave Ramsey, all the other financial gurus, right? But what I say is that there is not like fitness workout, right? Weight loss. There is not like a get rich pill or weight loss pill that will just like work for everyone, right? It's what will work for you. Same thing with budgeting. It's what will work for you and your lifestyle. The ultimate goal to budgeting is wealthing up, right? Making sure that your money is working for you and you're not working so hard for your money, and you know where your money is going so that you can make sure your money is working in your favor. So ultimately, yes, budgets are the same. Weight loss regimes are the same. They all want you to lose weight. Hello, hearts for prayer. They all want you to lose weight. Um, but in this regard, the budgets want you to wealth up, right? But as far as helping yourself stay on budget, is really making sure that you have the right budget for you. So making sure that your budget is not suffocating you and you're like, oh my God, it's like because just like if your weight loss journey is, it feels like a diet. It feels like, oh my gosh, I just got 10 more days and then it's gonna be over. As soon as those 10 days or 30 days or whatever days are over, all that weight is coming right back because you haven't converted it into your lifestyle. You didn't make it your lifestyle. So making sure that the budget flows with how you want to live so that you can incorporate it in your lifestyle and it's not so burdensome. So making sure that budget is like, okay, I still have my little play money. Okay, so if I want, I can build up my play money. So if I know I really want a vacation to Spain, I want to make sure that I go to Spain. Ooh, and I want to make sure when I go to Spain, I got $5,000 to just splurge and do whatever I want to do, right? So you can make sure that your play money has that. Make sure that you're putting money into that play money bucket. That's completely fine. If you want to make sure that, hey, at the end of every week, you love to just go out with your girls and get brunch on Sundays because that is how you start your week, in your week. It is a must, basically. Like, oh my gosh, right? Then that's okay. But make sure that everything, all your needs are met and that your savings are met. If your income is so tight that you technically can't afford to have brunch with your girls every Sunday, then you have to increase your income. A lot of the times we're in budgets, you're cutting so much stuff out that you no longer enjoy your life. Cut out Netflix, cut out going out at all, cut out eating out at all, like no eating out at all, all this stuff. And then And then you find yourself going back into the habit of eating out for the entire week, and you're like, oh shoot, what the heck happened? Right? Because you're suffocating yourself. Making sure that you have a budget that fits you and your lifestyle, the lifestyle that you want to live, right? So we can be happy. And then if you need assistance, of course, Grand Med Financial, we do assist you with building the perfect budget for you. I know perfect is like so such an errorless word, but an awesome budget for you, right? Oh, excuse me. Let me know if y'all have any questions. I said I didn't want to make this too long. It's like I jumped on here and I'm like, oh my gosh, I wasn't feeling well. And then like I'm on here and I'm rolling and I'm excited. Nah, I have a problem, y'all. All this money and business talk, this gets me excited. One bridge, yes. Yes, Don. One Bridge is awesome. If you are in Jacksonville, Florida, even if you're not in Jacksonville, Florida, and you want another place to house your products, if you're a business owner, make sure you contact One Bridge so that you can get your products in the mall over here in Jacksonville, Florida. And then if you are in Jacksonville, make sure you stop by One Bridge at the Regency Mall. Yes, because that is the place to go. If you are in business, make sure you contact One Bridge to see about getting your product at that location. And then if you're a service-based business, they do have some benefits and things that you can take advantage of as well. Um, but yes, I'm gonna looking forward to you doing our budget. Yes, so definitely reach out. Um, Grand Rev isn't going anywhere. So we definitely here to help make your dreams, turn your dreams into reality. So whatever they are, whatever your financial dreams, whatever your dreams are in general, we truly believe in starting with financial success. You can definitely get them accomplished, right? Uh, so yes, definitely reach out. We can get on the call, quick call, 15 minutes, answer any questions that you may have, and then get started. Like I said, we do have those two workshops coming up in October. I'm so excited. So the first one is October 10th, and that is going to be the business workshop. And what we're going to go over with that is, and next week I'll be talking about for financially lit. I'll be talking about those two workshops, and we're going to be going over in depth. But it's going to be amazing. I have three other experts that's going to be on with me. Marketing, that's going to bring marketing to the table. That's going to bring business consulting to the table. How to align your brand to be successful, to hit six figures and beyond, right? So we're definitely making sure we wealth up and providing you all the tools to do so. And the other workshop is the business credit workshop. I've been getting so many questions about how to build business credit, how to no longer work uh, wealth or create credit or utilizing your credit by your using your personal credit, but using business credit to leverage so that it doesn't have to be tied to yourself, right? Tied to the business entity. How do I do that? And we're going to be going over that and detail like the whole nine. Like you will walk out of those workshops with step by step instructions. So it's not your average workshop where it's like, what did I just pay for again? It's like, look, okay, action item one, two, three, four. So definitely make sure you get into those workshops. $60 for the first one, 45 for the net for the business credit. Both of them are going to be amazing, of course. And then we're going to have different workshops in the future. But yes, thank you all. Make sure if I didn't have questions, Autumn says shout out to our accountant. Yes, absolutely. So happy to be working with you all. And on Instagram. Awesome. So that's it for tonight, y'all. Until next Tuesday, I will be talking about those two workshops that are coming up. I'll be talking about them in detail, give you more information if you're like, what exactly are these workshops going to be about, really? And then definitely make sure, if anybody's interested, make sure they tune in next Tuesday or have them go to our website, Grand Rev Financial .com/wealth up. And that's it, y'all. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Have a wonderful evening and good night. Bye.